How's it going, everybody? Jason here. Hope you're staying safe wherever you are in the world. And today I'm going to be answering a question I've had on a few of my Spark videos, namely, can you record vocals through it? And if you can, how does it sound? So short answer, yes, you can, and it sounds pretty good. Longer answer, you're going to need a few things. So the first thing you're going to need is an adapter cable to convert an XLR to a line input. So the Spark doesn't have a microphone input on it or an XLR input. So you're gonna have to get one of these. Probably had this thing since high school. I'll leave a link in the description for where you can grab one if you've got a Spark and you don't want to buy another audio interface. Next thing you'll need is a dynamic microphone. And again, I've probably had this thing since high school. Back in the day when I was playing drums and singing, and I had this thing until I migrated to the awesome Tommy Lee headset with the headband and everything. It was totally awesome. But you will need that type of microphone. This one is a University Sound US 658L with the on-off switch. Reason why you need that is because the Spark doesn't have a 48 volt or phantom power, so it won't power a condenser microphone. So for this test, I use a song called I Hate Workin' by Deadline, and that's an old band from back in the 90s. They were based out of Sarnia, and they don't exist anymore, so woohoo, no copyright strikes on this video. I put the full song up on my cover playlist if you want to check it out. For this one, I'm just going to flip back and forth between the two recordings so you can hear the differences. So a little bit about the test. I recorded the song twice. There's 3 tracks. There is an acoustic guitar track and 2 vocal tracks. So the acoustic guitar was recorded with this Ovation with a plug-in plugged in directly through the Spark amp and the Scarlett as well. So the Spark app, everything was turned off, so I'm not using the acoustic amps or anything else in the Spark app. And for the vocals, again, I'm using that dynamic microphone for the recording I did through the Spark, and I'm using my regular studio microphone, my Blue Songbird microphone, plugged in through my Scarlett Focusrite. So check out the song. I'm going to flip back and forth between the recordings, and then, halfway through the song, I'll put the labels up that actually show you which one was being recorded for which, so you get a chance to kind of let your ears decide first, and then the labels will tell you which one was the Scarlett, which one was the Spark. So check it out.
You miss the thrill of the evening and you wake up tired. Everybody's doing it, just biding their time. Whoever made up this plan sure didn't have me in mind. Slaving day after day for a minimum wage, yeah. It drives you crazy to escape, making some other way. I hate working, that's right, I said I hate working every night. I hate working, that's why I'm up on stage. I'd rather do it this way. I'd rather do it this way. A penny saved is a penny earned, but that'll buy you nothing, man. You'll only get burned. Saving your whole life for a day that won't come. Don't stop the smell of the roses gonna lay in the sun. Slaving day after day for a minimum wage, yeah. It drives you crazy to escape, making some other way. Why? 'Cause I hate working, that's right, I said I hate working every night. I hate working, that's why I'm up on stage. I'd rather do it this way. I'd rather do it this way. I'd rather do it this way. I'd rather do it this way.
All right, so if you're still here, thanks for watching so far. I'll tell you a little bit about the setup in the DAW if you're interested. So I use the Console 1 by Softtube to mix it, and I didn't use the exact same settings on both because obviously they're a little bit different. I mean, to my ears, obviously that condenser microphone sounded a lot better. So on the vocals for that, I actually needed to use a de-esser to get rid of some of the like they were really, really harsh. But the dynamic microphone pretty much didn't pick up any of that stuff. So what I used for the processing is I used the Greg Wells vocal plugin, which is a really good kind of all-in-one, one of those one knob plugins that also has some delay, doubling, and reverb built into it. For the acoustic guitar, I used the Console 1 from Softtube, and I started with a preset for that and then just kind of matched it based on the dynamics of what was being recorded for each one. For the vocals, I'm a really big fan of the Vocal Rider plugin from Wave. So that basically just allows you to fit the vocals into the song because it basically just rides the wave of whatever you have it sidechained to. So it's automatically adjusting the volume up and down so the vocals sound like they're in the mix instead of under it or on top of it, which is really cool. So a little bit of different processing for each one. Very minimal delay and reverb. I had the acoustic guitars for both bussing out to auxiliary tracks. The delay, I was using the Softtube tube delay plugin with just some gritty slapback type of delay, and reverb using the stock Logic Chromaverb plugin, just using a small space basically. So very, very minimal processing, and to my ears they both sounded pretty good. They just sounded different. I think obviously recording it through the Focusrite with the better microphone gives it a little bit more lift and a little bit more life. But if you spend more time, and if I would have spent some more time on mixing and mastering what was recorded through the Spark, I think you can get pretty good results with it too. So remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment below about what you think. Stay safe wherever you are and keep on rocking. I'll see you on the next one.